Can't say that we didn't see this coming. Now, some of you may not know who this guy is, but his name is Plaqueboy Max. He's a streamer, one of the biggest streamers right now, and super, super zesty. He's been in the media lately for calling himself a diva and saying that he would, in the beginning, as you'll see this clip right here, he's saying that he would never sell his soul, that he would never do no gay stuff to make it in the industry. And now he's over here looking super zesty. Now, this video right here is by The Truth Is, an amazing channel on YouTube, guys. Make sure that you go watch it. I want to give him credit for his video. I'm going to cover a section of this video where he's being confronted for doing the very thing that he said that he would not do, which is essentially selling his soul by forming to a demonic agenda. Now, obviously, we see a lot of these streamers like Speed. This is Speed and Kai Cenat showering together. That's Speed kissing Aiden Ross. That's Rakai dressed in drag. This sort of thing has been what these guys have been doing to go viral. And here in this clip, he's saying that he would never do that sort of thing. And then that's exactly what he ends up doing. Now, as I said, I'll leave this full link video in the description so you guys can watch The Truth Is, his full video on it, because he did a great job. I want to cover this section in particular, though.
Into it, which makes everything that just happened at Streamer University all the worse. Recently, Plaqueboy Max went viral after another streamer, OJ, confronted him about his new appearance. He asked Plaqueboy what this whole diva thing was about, and when he attempted to give the same bad girl explanation, OJ shut him down. The man basically tried to tell him that playing with his sexuality to clip farm was a weird thing to do. He compared it to selling out, especially for someone like Plaqueboy Max, who claimed he didn't want to go down that route.
You're a diva? Why you want to be a diva? You want to be a diva? Man, you need holy oil, right? You need to sit down in the holy oil. You need to go get a church bath and cleanse your body, right? I think you are confused. I think you need some guidance. I think your parents feel a little way about that. I think you're clip farming and you're getting your clips. You pushing the persona. You smart. You loyal. I know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. You've been at this. But you are not a diva. Diva's bent over. I don't think you're bent over. You're not the little boys in Clover. You're not Tota. You're not a diva. You are a grown man. Plaqueboy Max. Not Plaqueboy Batty. Not Plaqueboy A. Are you gonna tell your son that you are a diva? Daddy, what's diva? Hey. That is an abomination, Max. I am not proud of you. I am proud of everything else you did. Nominations, changing the game, changing your skin to Batty diva. Diva start with D. Diddy. What else? You know what? It's like this, Max. And you know, I could speak like this because after the clips go up and they don't like me, I don't use social media no more, so I can be a crackhead for life. When you keep pushing that barrier, Max, when you keep pushing that barrier, and time passes, what happens? What next? What's the next engagement? What's the next clip? Don't lose yourself, don't sell your soul, Max.
So we can clearly see that it's written all over his face that he's ashamed of this, but also that he's feeling some type of way. Now, this guy, OJ, I don't know who he is. I don't keep up with these streamers, man. They're not Christian, so I don't keep up with this stuff. But this guy, everything he's telling him is true. Like, don't go out here committing this diva lifestyle, trying to get clip farm so you can go viral so your celebrity can get pushed for the wrong reasons. But regardless, now, you know what they say, all publicity is good publicity, which I don't agree with at all. The look is written all over his face. Look at it. He's definitely not feeling good about this. And I want to fast forward to the end of this particular clip because he's feeling some type of way and he's voicing it.
They need to be responsible over. Now, what really made this moment viral was when Plaqueboy walked away from OJ. His comments seemed to visibly get to him, and he began to rant about it. During his rant, Plaqueboy said something that left many people with questions.
It's really just accepting me for who I am, honestly, the whole time. So it's just felt like, damn, I felt like I enjoyed shit again. But, you know, the reason I turned the camera back on is because I want to be real with y'all. Like, that's why I started doing shit in the first place, because streaming ability, I feel like, all right, streaming, give me the ability to do that, you know? That's why I love it in the first place. I feel like I've always been able to be me. And even if They really don't fuck with me, or like viewers and fans. If they, like if they, how do I explain it? Hate on me or don't fuck with me, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, it's like I don't know them, but on my own platform, it's like, damn, bro, if you fuck with me and really felt that way, why would you say on the stream in front of honest? You don't care about it for real. You just will know it go viral. This is me. I'm pretty. This is me. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I might be a little weird, bro. I might test some shit. I'm gay. I don't give a fuck. What's wrong with being gay? There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Y'all just whack. You're recording, and you just think out of the next thing. You don't have your own mind, bro. That's whack. But I'm gonna be myself, regardless. None of y'all can just fuck with me. I don't care. You might think that because you're closed-minded, but it's one love, bro. It's one love. It's one love, bro. It don't matter. They gay, it don't matter. They straight. It don't matter, bro. Why don't we just love each other, bro? So I don't care, bro. Fuck OJ, if you fuck with me, you said that off camera. You could have pulled me aside. I'd love to talk to you off camera. Why you saying that shit off camera? But it's cool. I love y'all, bro. I'm good off this, to be honest. I'm gonna just go chill. Alright? I love y'all. But remember this always. Always be yourself. What they say. I don't care. I'm gonna wear my wigs. I don't give a fuck. I got diva tat. I'm gonna keep it forever. This is who I am. Thief, I'm fly. I'm on my own shit. That's me. So always be yourself. Embrace what make you different. Because that's what's gonna make you pop. Alright? I love y'all, bro. I'm out of this. I don't care.
So he's talking about some embrace what makes you different. What's wrong with being gay? Let people love who they want to love. It's all one love. I'm gonna wear my wigs. I'm gonna have my diva tatted forever because he's got diva tatted on his rib cage. This is the agenda of the enemy: to feminize men, to make women masculine, to make men and women swap genders, to eliminate children, because obviously if you're transgender, you can't have babies. Therefore, you'll decrease the number of potential Christians. And I know that people don't want to think that it's this deep. Everything is spiritual though, guys. And then not only that, but he's done all this and he's got this fame and notoriety for the wrong reason. And it's like you've done all this and now you're up here crying on camera because somebody confronted you. You wanted them to confront you off camera because you say, if you mess with me, you wouldn't, or for those that don't speak like, that terminology, if you're my friend, why wouldn't you confront me off camera instead of doing it on camera? But at the end of the day, you did all this on camera, so why would you be confronted on camera, right? It's like a Christian. If I'm up here and I have false doctrine and I'm sending people to hell, somebody's going to confront me on camera. They'll make a video about it and react to it, right? The same way that this man confronted him on camera for his actions. Okay, so the Bible verse for this is Matthew 16:26. For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and forfeits his soul? Or what shall a man give in return for his soul? I'm gonna read you a little bit of commentary, guys, and then we'll get out of here. So just please practice patience. You can keep your earthly interest or you can save your soul. This is Jesus's bottom line declaration in this passage and in this verse. In the form of two questions, Jesus leaves those who will hear him with only two alternatives. What is the ultimate benefit to someone who acquires everything the world could ever possibly offer, only to spend an eternity suffering in separation from God? What is a soul worth? What should a man give in return for saving of his soul? That is the ultimate question. Jesus has said those who follow him must willingly sacrifice themselves in every way. They must be willing to deny their own wants and preferences, taking up their crosses as he is doing and will soon do in a very literal sense. In other words, they must give up every ounce of their own agenda, totally submitting to the will of God and his purposes. It will cost them everything, but what is given up is temporary and relatively worthless. Those who refuse self-sacrifice can live for themselves. Jesus' question allows for the fact that they may be quite successful in the world's terms. Perhaps they will even gain the whole world for themselves. The problem is that such earthly success can only last until death comes and raises the question of the soul persisting and entering into eternal death. In the end, each person must choose between one of only two options: lose everything I am in the world to follow Jesus and be eternally saved, or keep everything I am in the world to serve myself and lose my own soul forever in the end. Those are the only choices Jesus offers in this passage, and the only two presented in all the Bible. So it's very simple. There's only two choices in this world. You can do this and gain the world monetarily and everything, or you can live your life for Christ. Don't sell your soul for this. It's not worth it, guys. And I'm pretty sure that when this dude's laying in his bed at night, he regrets a lot of the decisions that he's making. He regrets a lot of the things that's being said about him online. And the enemy is truly using this dude right now. Now, ultimately, there's only one way to salvation, and that's through Jesus Christ. You can be wealthy as a Christian. You don't need to go down this route to have wealth and notoriety. It's not about that, guys. At the end of the day, it's about following Jesus. It's about serving our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, because you can't take none of that stuff with you anyway. And you're going to do all this, and then your kids are going to see this later on down the line, and they're going to think it's okay. And then the cycle just repeats itself. So we got to stop doing this stuff. We got to stop making this stuff okay. We got to stop promoting this type of demonic agenda. But that's just my thoughts on this. I'll leave this full-length video linked in the description so you guys can watch the whole thing. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.